All right, everyone, good evening. I want to quickly show us something about typography. Okay, so let's start by applying this. And the reason why this is very important is because your typography is what attracts people's attention, not even the footage or the image you use as your clip. It's your typography. Your typography is what carries your information, and so your typography needs to be neatly arranged and strategically placed in a particular place where it attracts people's attention. All right, so let's not be using clustered typography. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is adjust your clip and make sure it is and then I'll use the same all right, so now I'll stretch this a little bit to say around 7 seconds thereabout. 7 seconds. Now I want to add my image, so I'll look for my image somewhere right there, and should be this one. That's the image I want to use. Okay, so I'll drop it right there. Okay, now the idea is always arrange all your elements before you start animating it. Okay, arrange them, let them be where they are supposed to be, and then you can start animating it. You get the gist now. All right, so I want to write something like smartphone videography pro course. All right, that's what I want to write. So I'll select my text and type smartphone. Okay, I'll use Bibas New. That should be somewhere around sans serif. I'll use Bibas New irregular. Okay, all right, so now you see that the text is not actually showing the way I want it. So what I'll do is I'll do some adjustments. So I'll reduce the background, the brightness of the background. Okay, and then increase the contrast a little bit. Vibrance, temperature. I want the temperature to be cold. All right, so I think that works for me. So the next thing now is I want to add the next text, which is videography. So I'll add videography. Nice. And then I'll use Bibas New bold. Now I'll increase that like that. Put it in the middle like that. Yes, beautiful. And then I'll increase please guys, don't mind my voice. So I have been talking since morning, so many tutorials going on. All right, so that looks nice. The next thing I want to do is add my pro course. Okay, so type my pro course like that, and then I'll bring it in like that. Okay, so now there has to be contrast between all the texts. Okay, so the first one is lighter than the second one is heavier, while the third one is smaller. But because it's smaller, it has to there has to be a way for it to show well. Okay, so what you do now is you just add like a background to it, so it comes out, it pops out. All right, so what we'll do now is we are going to add a shape like that, and then I'll draw something like this, just like that, and then I'll move it to where this guy is, and then I'll send to back, so that the text comes to the front, and then I'll change the color of my text to red. So I have something like this. Now I don't want this pro course to just be like that, so I'll stretch it a little bit. I'll reduce it and stretch it a little bit. So you come to text options and stretch the character like that. So if you put it in there, you have something like this. Now that looks really professional and nice. Okay, so you just adjust it until it's where you want it to be. Now that we are done arranging all the typography, now we can animate. You get it now. So this is how you stretch this to the end of your clip, stretch this to the end of your clip. Beautiful. Stretch all of them to the end of your clip. Nice. Okay, lovely. So now you begin to animate. So I'll animate this. I'll slide it to right. I love this animation so well because it's more nice and professional. Videography, I'll also do the same thing. Enter, slide right. Pro course, I'll slide that one to left. Okay, and then my shape, I'll stride out to right. Okay, so now I want them to come in at different time. All right, so this one, smartphone comes in first, videography comes in next, pro course like that, yeah, and then this one here, so this one goes back a little bit. So they all come in at different times, so you have something like this. Beautiful. Okay, so now what you want to do is give some animation to your background. Your background cannot just be still like that. You have to give some animation to it. So I think what we can do is I'll come to clip graphics, and then I'll come to in animation. You can download it from the asset store, guys. Click on this button right here and download it. All right, in animation I'll use scale down. Yes, I'll use scale down. Yes, something like that, but it has to be faster. So yes, something like that. And then for my image there, I would use scale down too. Scale down. Beautiful. So we have something like this now, guys. You see now, so everything is gelling. All right, so I want to also add some frame, so I'll use the sticker and then I'll frame it up. I'll look for my frame somewhere, cinematic frames, then I'll pick this guy. Yes, that works for me. And then I'll stretch it to the back, and then you see how it comes in. Yeah, so it makes it look professional, right? Now I want to add some accents. Let me adjust this a little bit. Yes, now I want to add some accents. What we mean by accents are just things that don't really mean anything to the, but just add some beauty. All right, those are what we call accents. So you can add different kinds of accents with text or with anything. All right, so for this one I'm going to just add dotted accents. So I'll use this 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Beautiful. So now the next thing I'll do is I'll go to text options, stretch this very well, and then reduce that. Okay, so you have something like that. I'll drop it right here. Beautiful. Now that is lovely. Okay, let me adjust that. Adjust. Yeah. Okay, and then I want to animate it, so I'll give it some animations that will show you how we use keyframe for for those of you that don't know keyframe, so I'll add in animation, just fade, and then after that I'll come to this guy, that's the keyframe. What I want to do is I want to move it from where it is. So this is the starting position, so I want to move it from there, and then I'll come here and add another keyframe, and then I'll move it to the top right there at the middle. Okay, so if you give it a play, you see movement. All right, so that's it, guys. One more thing I would like to do is just do something else for. All right, I think I need to show you how to also color grade. So I want to color grade this my image also. So I'll reduce the brightness a little bit, reduce the saturation, increase the vibrance, so the color pops. All right, yeah, yeah, that. Nope, increase the shadow. Yes, so what I'll do now is increase the saturation a little bit, and then everything pops like that. All right, learn how to color grade whatever, so the image blends with the background. Okay, the next thing I want to do now is just add the cut of my my course. All right, so I'll go to, it should be here, and then I'll pick it from right, I hope I can still remember. Yeah, it's here. So I'll reduce it a little bit. Yeah, drop it right there. Beautiful. Now I'll extend it to the, it has to be after everything has come in. So what I want to do now is I want to move it from outside into the scene. Okay, so I'll keyframe, I'll come here, add, meaning I want it to stop here. All right, so I want it to stop right there, but I want it to start from outside right there. So something like that. So when you give it a play, you'll have something like this. Beautiful. And there you have a lovely design, guys. So please, you can do something like this, and then the next scene you can change the arrangement. You can put your text to the right, just make some adjustments. Basically what I'm trying to show you guys here is learn how to make a nice typography, make your typography look nice, so people will want to see your video. Give this a try, do it and show it to me on the group, and I'll rate it. But I want you to do something like this, a typography like this, and then let's see how good we all are. Thank you. Have a nice evening. God bless.